The T-Rex, a Velociraptor, a Triceratops, or a Diplodocus. Yes, indeed, these are all dinosaurs, and I'm pretty sure you are all aware of their former existence. Everyone loves dinosaurs, right? Sadly enough, everyone knows they went extinct a very long time ago, millions of years before humans even existed. How do we even know they existed, you might ask? Well, maybe because of the fossils that we have discovered in over 200 years. So let's take a look at a few of those discoveries. Welcome to I Know, and in this video I will tell you about 7 of the most complete fossils we have ever found. Let's start right away with number 7 and travel to Montana, right here in the USA. The year is 2014, as commercial paleontologist Craig Pfister strolled on private property. There, he spotted parts of a pelvis and femur bones glinting in the light. Little did he know, he was about to dig up one of the most complete fossils ever to be found. Hidden under 3.5 meters of sandstone was Horridus, the name of the Triceratops once completely dug up, named after its species Triceratops horridus. The fossil of Horridus is 85% complete, with the skull being 98% complete, thus making it one of the most complete fossils to be found. The Triceratops lived during the Cretaceous period about 145 million to 66 million years ago and was a known herbivore. The fossil, which consists of over 260 bones, weighs about 1 ton and measures about 7 meters long and stands over 2 meters tall. How the fossil of Horridus became so perfectly preserved is still in question, but according to Senior Curator of Vertebrate Paleontology at Museums Victoria, Eric Fitzgerald, the remains must have been buried shortly after dying. The specimen was prepared in Victoria, in Canada, before being shipped in multiple large crates to Australia. Horridus was then displayed in the Melbourne Museum, where you can still see it today. Moving on to number 6, all the way in Philadelphia, back in 1858. Because in October 1858, a group of diggers, led by William Falk, member of the Philadelphia Academy of Natural Sciences, dug up the nearly complete skeleton of a gigantic prehistoric animal from a marl pit on a farm. The, at the time, unknown creature had the anatomical features of both lizard and bird. And on the 14th of December, at a formal meeting of Academy members, Dr. Lady, who helped Falk, became the world's first scientist to present a paper describing the anatomy of a dinosaur. He named it Hadrosaur Falki, in honor of its discovery, William Falk. The Hadrosaur, also known as Haddie, was the first nearly complete dinosaur skeleton to be found in the world. Haddie is about 8 meters long and over 3 meters tall, with the skeleton weighing 8 tons. In 1868, it also became the first mounted skeleton displayed in the world. The Hadrosaurus was a herbivore as well, living in the same period as Horridus the Triceratops. In 1991, Haddie became the official state dinosaur of New Jersey, after 4th grade teacher Joyce Berry put in hard work. New Jersey is not the only state to have a state dinosaur, but not every state has one. Currently, New Jersey is one of the 17 states with a state dinosaur. South Dakota, May 2014. Walter W. Stein was searching at a private ranch, which was part of the Hell Creek geological formation. That's where he found Big John. Big John holds the Guinness World Record for the largest documented skeleton of a Triceratops. Yes, we have another Triceratops on the list. Compared to Horridus, Big John is only 60% complete, with the skull being only 75% complete. And even though it's less complete than Horridus, Big John's discovery is still one for the books. That's because Big John is larger than an average Triceratops. Big John measures about 8 meters long and about 3 meters tall. But the size of Big John is estimated to be 5 to 10% larger than any known Triceratops. What's also special about Big John is the fact that there is a hole in his skull. This was likely due to a fight with another Triceratops. There are signs of healing on his skull, meaning that he probably didn't die because of the injury, but perhaps from an infection months later. We have already seen some big skeletons, but now we go to a special one. Let's go to the year 2013 in Montana. Here, a team of paleontologists from the Naturalis Biodiversity Center in Leiden, the Netherlands, and Black Hills Institute of Geological Research excavated Trix, the name given to the skeleton of a Tyrannosaurus, also known as a T-Rex. You have probably been waiting for a T-Rex to be named. Well, here it is. Trix the T-Rex is quite a special one. Trix was a female T-Rex and was the first T-Rex to be displayed outside of North America in the city of Leiden in the Netherlands. What makes Trix even more special is the fact that its skeleton is about 80% complete. Trix is 12 meters long and about 5 meters tall, and with a weight of over 5 tons, Trix becomes one of the top 3 skeletons from a T-Rex found in history. Trix is not only special because of size or the fact that it's about 80% complete, but also because it is deduced that Trix was about 30 years old, making it the oldest known T-Rex. Currently, there is only one other T-Rex displayed in Europe, by the name of Tristan, displayed in Berlin, Germany. Trix's name is also special because she is named after the former Queen of the Netherlands, Queen Beatrix. Trix attracts over 400,000 visitors every year. A very special T-Rex to say the least. We are not done with the T-Rex yet. We are now going back to South Dakota, but now in the year 1990. Fossil hunter Susan Hendrickson discovers 3 huge bones sticking out of a cliff on the 12th of August 1990. After more digging, it turns out that these bones belong to the largest ever T-Rex skeleton ever discovered. The T-Rex was named Sue, after its discoverer. Sue the T-Rex is indeed one of the most complete and best preserved fossils ever to be found, with its skeleton to be about 90% complete. Sue measures in at about 13 meters long and about 4 meters tall and weighing about 7 tons, with its skull already weighing just under a ton and having 58 teeth. This makes Sue a very special and important find. Sue's extraordinarily well-preserved bones have allowed scientists to find out a lot more about the T-Rex as a whole. They have, for example, determined that the T-Rex had an incredible sense of smell. Sue was also the first T-Rex to be discovered with a wishbone, a crucial discovery that helped support scientists' theory that birds are a type of living dinosaur. And to top all of that off, Sue also has its own documentary called Dinosaur 13 that you can watch if you want to know even more about the finding of Sue. This time we are going to Wyoming in the year 1899. It all begins with a millionaire named Andrew Carnegie, who also founded Carnegie Museum of Natural History. He financed an expedition to find a dinosaur. In 1899, museum director William Jacob Holland organized the expedition to the American West. After 3 months, a team member discovered a huge toe bone at Sheep Creek, Wyoming. After further digging, they found one very big skeleton of a sauropod, later being named Dippy, named after its species Diplodocus. Before he was even excavated, Dippy already made quite a name for himself. The site in Wyoming had a lot of visitors, with the site being named Camp Carnegie. After he was completely dug up, Dippy was sent to Pittsburgh in 130 crates. In 1905, existing of 292 bones, Dippy was unveiled in London, but the original still stands in the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. But Andrew Carnegie donated numerous plastic casts of the original to several major museums around the world. Dippy is just one of 10 replicas of the original around the world. Dippy's skeleton is about 26 meters long and stands over 8 meters tall, weighing just under 15 tons. Dippy's appearance also changed throughout the years because of our understanding of the biology and evolution of dinosaurs. For example, Dippy's head originally pointed downwards, with its tail resting on the ground, but according to new research in the 1960s, its neck was raised to a horizontal position, and in 1993 the tail was repositioned to curve over visitors' head. Moving on to number 1, the last one for today's video. For this, we are moving to Argentina in the year 2012. A worker on La Flecha Ranch in Patagonia, Argentina, by the name of Aurelio Hernandez found some fossils, and one day, whilst managing the ranch's sheep, Hernandez showed it to one of the owners, Oscar Mayo. He quickly realized that these were likely dinosaur remains. Oscar invited paleontologists to look at the site. They spent a total of 18 months excavating the bones, which belonged to 6 different skeletons, all from the same species, a Titanosaur. In 2017, scientists described the Titanosaur as a new specimen, naming it after the Mayo family and thus naming it Patagotitan majorum. Later, the Titanosaur was named Maximo and is currently on display at the Field Museum in Chicago. In total, they dug up over 200 bones, with the skeleton measuring 37 meters long and over 11 meters tall. These dinosaurs used to weigh over 70 tons. This makes it one of, if not the biggest skeleton of a dinosaur that we have ever discovered. The 6 individuals were recovered from different layers and thus different time periods. Scientists think this is because there was once a lake there and the lake would sometimes dry up, leading to these 6 individuals to die from thirst. Luckily for us, these bones were very well preserved and are enormous too, making it even more impressive. We have come to the ending of the video. We have seen some big, special and impressive skeletons, and scientists can learn a lot about dinosaurs from these skeletons. Maybe you're even more interested now and want to see them in real life. Well, lucky you, because you can all around the world. But remember that not all the bones will be real and most of them will be plastic casts, because as said, scientists still need the bones for research, and even without research they would rather keep the bones safe and secure. But it's still very impressive to see with your own eyes. Well, with that being said, I want to thank you for watching the video and I hope to see you in another video. Goodbye.